Everyone, hope you're doing great. Hope you're enjoying the playoffs. The third one, the conference finals were, I'm gonna say it was disappointing. I'm happy with the teams that are there because that was my prediction. But yeah, clearly Edmonton and Florida really wanted to see each other again. Wow. It was not close. As you can see, in 5, both of them. And yeah, I can tell it was really in 5. Kind of boring, to be quite honest. I don't know. I was not a big fan of both series. They were pretty one-sided. Edmonton, I lost, I think, one period in the old series, and it was a really bad one in the first game, so they did lose that game, even though they were leading, like, was it 3-0, 3-1, something like that. So yeah, but then they decided, yeah, let's play like the first 2 period, but for the rest of the series, that means let's win the next 4 games. Yeah, that's pretty much what happened there. And yeah, they only lose like 2 games in their last 14. They're 12-2 since the first 2 losses against LA, which was in the first round, of course. So it's really impressive. And Florida, they did need more games in the second round. It was Toronto, but then I can say Edmonton played Vegas and Dallas, and it took them like 5 games. But yeah, Florida just destroyed Carolina. I think it was a bad matchup for Carolina, just in general. I said in 7. I thought Carolina would be a little better than that. I'm shocked by the destruction that Florida did against Carolina. It was crazy. So yeah, disappointing. Really disappointing. I was hoping for something more, let's say, closer, because even though the 2 years ago it ended up to be in 4 for Florida, there was like 3 games in overtime, and one that finished by, I think, an empty net. So it was really close, even though Florida did win all the games. This time, yeah, they did lose one, but it was easy. Very easy. And it's not easy to just close a series, so yeah, they had some trouble with that. But the next game, they just, yeah, no, it's over. They decided it was over, and it was over. So yeah, pretty interesting. Yeah, that series was not close at all. And same thing for Edmonton and Dallas. Edmonton did win every single period except one. So it was a little like too one-sided for my taste. Yeah, but let's go with the final. And I think we have the 2 best teams that played in this whole playoffs. I think, yeah, it makes sense, but sometimes you look at a team and you don't feel like they were challenged. But this time, I think just nobody was able to do anything against them. Toronto was the team that was the closer to win a series against one of these 2 teams. But it's Toronto, so game 7, it was not close. At all. At all. I would say... Yeah, it's so rare to see 2 wins in a row for a team. And the last 2 times it happened to see a rematch between 2 teams that just played against each other. Yeah, no, it's so rare. Montreal did it twice in the 70s, and then it took in the 80s. The Islanders did win against against Edmonton In 83 and 84, Edmonton beat them. So yeah, when Gretzky, of course, and then you have Sidney Crosby with the Penguins. Lose against Detroit and then win against Detroit year after. So it would make sense for history to be Edmonton. I'm gonna say Edmonton. I just feel like it's their year. Yeah, really feels that way. But it's not gonna be easy. I'm gonna say in 6. I think 6 makes sense. I don't think he's gonna go in 7 for one reason. I think Edmonton, at the moment that they are able to close a series this year, they were able to do it pretty easily. And I think Edmonton, there's something about them. I'm surprised. I'm surprised this year they're this good. I thought probably they were. I don't know. I didn't feel like they were gonna be in the final. I'm surprised about it. I'm really shocked. So yeah, Edmonton. I think McDavid and Draisaitl are on a mission, and the team is just following them. And I think one team could take the control of the series right at the start after the first 2 games. I think we're kind of gonna know who's gonna win this. Even just in the way the teams are going to play. If Florida is really playing on another level over Edmonton, and Edmonton just is getting destroyed. Not totally destroyed, but I don't expect a destruction of any sort. But yeah, I think we're going to know right away. Okay, this team's going to win. I'm not sure if the game 1 is going to be that game, but I think from what's gonna happen in game 2, we're gonna be able to see, okay, that's what's gonna happen. That's my feeling. Maybe I'm wrong. But that's how those playoffs pretty much played out, except for a couple of series. There's a lot of, man, look at the Eastern. 5-5-5-5-5. I just realized that. Wow, there were 7 series over in 5 this year. Only 3 in 7 and 4 in 6. No in 4. None. Okay, interesting. No sweeps. Okay. But yeah, I think that's gonna be it for this one. And yeah, sadly enough, I'm looking at that, and yeah, Montreal would be the biggest losers. I'm sad. But yeah, I don't care. It's just a sad title you have to keep for like a year. So yeah, not the best, but you know, at least they made the playoffs. It's better than Buffalo. So yeah. Okay, thanks for watching, and I see you on the next one. Have a nice final. Bye-bye.